Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine.
So hello guys, so I decided to make this video at night because I just wanted to show some features of XUV 300 W6 variant which can be controlled remotely. So the remote feature, as you know, will be integrated in the key itself. So this is the key of W6 variant. So you will not get this key for W4 variant, you will get this key for W6, W8 and W8 optional variants. So let's get started with this. So starting with the key, so there is a lock function, unlock function and a flasher to find your vehicle. You just have to press this flasher, long press this flasher, and the 4 indicators starts blinking, that so that you can just find your car with more easiness. So you can just turn it off. And the other helpful feature is that follow me home function. The headlamp will turn on once it is double pressed. So you can see the headlight has turned on. So this is a very helpful feature, which I would say, because a lot of features are there in every cars which doesn't help you that much. So this feature is very helpful because once you are about to take your car from a dark area, you can just light up the car using your key from a long distance. So isn't it useful, guys? So I found it very useful, and I made this video at night especially to show this kind of features which is possible with your key. So this is the meter console of the W6 variant. So it's a basic meter console actually. This lighting is like red and white. This is a basic ones. You can change it like you can do it in the W8 and W8 optional variant. You can change the meter console color, not completely. You can see the dials, right? Only that dials will change, both the sides. The color will change. So in W6 variant and W4 variant, this light remains constant actually. Always you have to see this red and white color. The other thing which I wanted to tell you is that unlike any other cars, that the switch to control and toggle the options in the MID screen is not given anywhere here like you see in any other cars, normal cars, or it's not either can be controlled with the steering switches. Mahindra has given over here, they have positioned this option controls over here right below your infotainment system. So basically these 3 switches are there. One is to set the trip meter and the set button, and also one is for selecting the steering modes. So there are basically 3 steering modes in this. You can see now it is in normal mode. If I long press, it will change to the sport mode, and if I long press, it will change to the comfort mode. So there are 3 modes: comfort, sport and normal. So if you are driving in a sport mode, you will get the most stiff steering out of this all. And if you are highway driver, and if you are driving in higher speeds, you need to have a stiffer steering for more confidence, to inspire more confidence. So if you are driving in a city, then the comfort mode can come very handy because the steering will be very light. You will find easy to park in a parking lot or to filter the traffic situations. So comfort mode can helpful, especially it will be very much useful for lady drivers, because lady drivers in my opinion, they will not prefer a very stiff steering. Comfort mode, lady drivers can easily drive this car with one finger. You can just drive it. Normal mode, it is like a mix of both. So I personally doesn't like the lighter steering on any car, so I always drive in sport mode or comfort mode. So that's it. And towards the MID screen, it's showing the average fuel economy and distance to empty and the door warnings, and as I said, the steering mode, the fuel gauge and also the temperature gauge, and the odo total kilometer you have run this car. So if I change it, you will get a time and also the outside temperature, illumination of MID, and also trip A, entry B. So that's all about the MID screen. Actually, there are not more functions in this, like W8 and W8 optional has MID, which has got a little more complex functions. But the screen size looks alike. Actually, you can just find the difference in these both screens unless or until you start toggling the options. And in the meter console, you can see a speedometer. Speed is given from 0 to 220, and a handbrake warning, and also a park light warning. And here door indication is also given here, and the seat belt reminder. And RPM meter, you will get RPM from 0 to 6000 RPM, and the battery levels, oil levels, the steering lock, and the engine warning switch is there. So that's all about the meter console of XUV W6 variant, XUV300 W6 variant. Coming to the center console of W6 variant, so below you can find a charging slot where you can connect your charger, a phone charger or a cigarette lighter maybe, and there's a dedicated switch for USB, connecting your USB cable or a USB drive, external USB drive. And there's an auxiliary port. This USB port can be used for two purposes. Either you can charge your phone directly using a cable, and also you can access the media from a external USB drive to the infotainment system. So this is switch media. So in this media you will get the same details whatever is there in the connected USB drive through this USB port. So that are the two functions. And coming to the AC unit, you have a mechanical unit over here, unlike the W8 and W8 optional variants where they get the dedicated screen for controlling all the AC functions, and also the dual zone AC and everything is available in W8 and W8 optional, which is not available in W6. W6 you get the basic toggling kind of a circular switch, which is okay, good quality, not that much, but okay, just has that clicky feeling, so that you get that feeling of a good quality. And you have a lot of switches for adjusting your AC directions, and here you can change the AC from 0 to 6. The flow is very high on the 6, but you can use it up to 3, so that that noise doesn't hit you that much, disturb you that much. And there is a dedicated switch for adjusting the AC temperature. You can make it either completely hot, or you can just change it to blue, means it's cool. So these are not so much flashy as you see in this video. These are very composed colors. Actually, I like it. I don't know whether you like it. And towards here you can see these two switches, which is in W6. These switches are just a dummy switch. You can just operate because there are written 2, right? This is of dual zone AC. In W8 and W8 optional, as I have told, there is a screen coming in for controlling the AC and everything. You can use this switch there to manually adjust the dual zone ACs to a different temperature for the co-driver, and yourself you can set different temperature for it. So that's all about the basic controls over there in center console. And now let's move on to the main part, which is the infotainment system. So I have not seen much videos about W6 infotainment system, but there are videos about W8 and W8 optional. But there are a lot of misunderstandings, like W8 optional and W8 infotainment system are the same in W6 also, but it's not the same, guys. This W6 infotainment system is different from W8 and W8 option, even though they share a lot of similar features. That's it. So I'll just go through it and tell you what all what features are different. Okay, so let's start with the menu. Actually, this is the home button. So starting with the media, this media can be connected using a external USB drive that I have told you through that USB port over here. And next is the radio function. You can turn off the radio, you can select the FM, AM or whatever. And next is the EcoSense thing. Hope you are seeing it. Okay, this EcoSense actually determines that how good driver you are, depending on these 4 parameters like speed, gear selection, acceleration and idling. So this system will automatically keep on tracking your way of driving and give you a score on this. Actually, if any of these parameters are not correct, the scores will be disturbed and it will go down. So this app is to determine whether how good driver you are, how good you are using a car. Okay, so that's it. I'm not a big fan of it actually. So next coming, there is a phone button. So I've not connected the phone, that's why it's showing like this. Okay, so this has a, call function, Bluetooth setup, where you can connect multiple phones. Up to 2 phones you can connect at a time to this system, and you can access your contacts of the phone. You can manually type in this dialer, and you can call anyone, and you can add the call. So functions like that. And coming to the home button, again the navigation. Yeah, this is something which is very useful actually. Though it has a downside because it's a pre-installed one. It is not a GPS enabled one as we see in the phones, or even an option which can be accessed through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This is not like that, but this is a pre-installed one. It has so much of routes in its memory. If you type it, and if the route matches with whatever memory it has, it will show you, it will guide you. And the way it shows is very much accurate. I love the way it shows the route, and even the dividers and small things it shows. Everything it shows very well, and this is very useful once you get the route where you typed it. So that's it about the navigation. Out of 100 routes which I have typed, I have got 75 of them. That's it. That's what I can rate about. Okay, so coming to the other option, so we're going to navigation. So it's a car info. So this is the car info. We can show the fuel info, fuel information, that average fuel economy, and also the distance to empty. It will show like this. Okay, and also the service info. Like there is no service due, it is showing because I have updated service track. And again going back, so next is the settings, right? So in settings there are 5 options, which is sound, display, connectivity, system, and EcoSense. So in sound you can adjust all the options like balance, fade, tone, equalizer, volume, everything is there. And also there is a very handy feature which is SDVC. I don't know to abbreviate it, but this is useful when the car car automatically detects your speed and reduces the volume and increases the volume in an automatic process. So you can set the frequency, either you can turn it off or in a low mode, mid mode, or high mode. That is the main useful of the SDVC. So volume, equalizer. This system is very good regarding the result, audio result. So every frequency which is shown here can be adjusted to make it even more better. If you are a music enthusiast, you will find it very much useful. And the tone to adjust treble, bass, and mid range. And also you can adjust the volume to fader settings to whichever sides you can want. You can just set the volume, you can change it accordingly. The last one is the EcoSense. Okay, fine. This EcoSense has the location tracking. So this feature is only applicable if you install a EcoSense app. That I think it's a BlueSense or something. App is available in Play Store. So once you install it, it will show you the location of your vehicle. So that's a complete review of the infotainment system. And there are some more features like programs. So no, it is same coming in. So you can turn off the display using this display button. If you are not a fan of a display and just want to hear to the music when during a night drive, so you can turn off the display independently and you can turn it on. So that's all about the infotainment system. So I think I have described enough. So that's for you guys. Thank you.
been living online. My city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm